Hey everybody, this is Tim Wolf, and today's subject is the future of guitar effects pedals. And I don't have any crystal ball, and I should tell you up front that I am a traditionalist. I have tried digital modeling, both in the studio, in the box, and also using an Axe FX unit that a producer I was working with had. And I've always ended up finding there was a substantial difference going back to the analog and moving air. I spent a month out working with Create Academy in Hollywood, and it's a production academy connected with Westlake, which is one of the most prestigious studios in the world. And I spent a month there, and at the end they did this was in 16, so it's been a little over 2 years. Well, it's been 3 years now, so maybe things have changed a little bit, but back then we mixed in the box, and then we ran everything to the console. And I remember that the president of Westlake, L said that he said, put your hand over this SSL console, and the heat coming off the electronics, he said, you just can't reproduce that digitally. Running it through all of that. I mean, that's a very simplistic way of looking at it, but moving air and running through actual electronics is still, in my opinion, digital just hasn't reached it. I like to look at it like Star Trek. You know, if you're any Star Trek fans, where they would have food replicators on the ship, and whatever food they'd want, it would replicate it, but they always said that it never tasted as good as the actual original item back from their home country or wherever they were from. And, you know, this is in the 60s, before there was such a thing as digital. So how in the world did the creators of Star Trek have an understanding as to what that would be like to create digital things, and how it's going to be maybe close but no cigar? So anyway, I don't have a crystal ball, so I can't predict what's going to happen. And it's interesting, guitar players are, try different things. And in the aughts, a lot of guitar players went towards rock-based effects and then a controller at their feet. And then toward the end of the aughts, everybody around 2010 or maybe 2008, a lot of people went away from that, went back to pedals and on a pedal board. I mean, racks are easier, multi-effects units, but why did everybody start going back to pedals? And every time I open up a guitar magazine or log on to sweetwater.com or another place where you can find out, or go to Guitar Center, there's new guitar pedal manufacturer brands that I've never seen before. So it seems to be a burgeoning and expanding industry, and I personally can't see that changing radically anytime soon. That's my opinion, and I could be wrong. I mean, it depends what kind of music you're doing. If you're into like a bluesy, overdriven sound, you're probably gonna like the original tube-driven hardware. If you're into experimental stuff and cutting and pasting and chopping and doing a lot of, that's probably more conducive toward more doing things in the box. And I read articles about future guitar. I'm looking at it right now. Future guitar, no amps, no pedals, where they're having a whole discussion about what the rig is, talking about latency and how do they get rid of the latency and using a Bluetooth and all of that. And good for them. I mean, there's room for everybody in the music industry and in the guitar making. Good for them. Go for it. Do it. But for me, and the kind of music I like, I can't see pedals going away anytime soon. So that's it for today. See you next time.